Hello?
May I speak to Jose Suarez?
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, I'm William Cruz with Valente College, and do you mind if I ask you a couple questions?
No, I do not mind. You may proceed.
What is your current job title / position, and how long have you been in this role?
I'm a mechanical engineering technician, and I've been working for Cubicle Corporations for about a year.
That's good. So how did you land this position?
Well, I finished my college. I did my 8 years of training. I applied at Cubicle Corporations. They checked out my resume. They liked it. They said I was a good speaker, and thanks to God.
So what college did you attend?
I attended to the University of Southern Florida.
So what do you enjoy most about your job?
I like working with my hands, and I like to build. It feels like I'm doing something good.
So do you work with a team or you work independent?
I like working in a team.
How does that style impact your work?
It's helpful and gets the job done faster. It's better with 6 people in a team than just one.
That's good. I agree with you. I do prefer a team better than just you working independently. So what do you least like about your job?
To be honest, there's nothing to complain. I love everything about it. That's what I went to school for.
Alright. So can you please describe to me the career path that you chose that led you to that job?
Well, I did 4 years at University of South Florida, got a master's in engineering, and I went to engineering technician school training for 3 years.
Wow, that's great. So tell me about your experience in dealing with routine engineering work. How do you keep from getting bored?
Well, you can't get bored at a job like this. There's something new every single day, every single second. There's something new and new experiences come and go, you know? So, I mean, this is a lifetime thing, so I'll never get bored of this.
Wow, that's good to know. So can you tell me on your last project assignment, what problems did you face or that have been previously overlooked and was the job difficult?
Well, at a job like this, you're always gonna face problems and a lot of problems here and there, but it's nothing that you can't face or, fix it. I mean, that's why we took the training, we took our years, we did it, and hey, there's nothing that can't be fixed, like I said.
Alright, that's great. So, say if I was offering you a position as an engineer, how do you plan to get off to a quick start?
Well, I feel that you should do something one step at a time, but do it right. Not take a bunch of projects and everything goes wrong, and everything doesn't go as planned.
Alright, so tell me, what do you get out of engineering that you couldn't get from any other kind of work?
Well, when I was little, I always wanted to build things, and my passion was engineering. What the other careers couldn't give me is the passion of engineering to do something that I love.
Exactly. I felt the same way. It's the reason why I took engineering, because I loved it also. Something I wanted to do. So, as to that, can you tell me a time when a project or a team effort that you were involved in had failed? And
when I was working with my team, we were working on a unit, and one of my associates welded a pipe to the wrong slot, and the fan blew and was mixing the fluids wrong.
Wow, that sounds intense. Did anybody get hurt?
Everyone was fine. No one was hurt because we always run our safety procedures and measurements.
Wow, that sounds pretty cool. So, as to that, do you remember a time where you ever got mad or you lost your temper on the job, and how did you react?
There's times where, you lose your top, but that's why you have a team. You don't do this by yourself. You have, like I said, you have a team. 6 heads are better than one. So when you're losing it, somebody else jumps in, take a break, you come back, you get the job done.
That's great. That's something to think about. When I'm doing something, I remember that. Just take a break, take it slowly. So, as you said, you like working as a team. Do any of the other engineers ask for assistance or advice or when they turn to you?
Yeah, we all have questions, but we all help each other out.
Alright, that's good. So describe to me a typical day at your job.
I wake up in the morning, I get my morning coffee, I go to work, I punch in, I say good morning to all the guys, we get our project, we sit down, we plan, and then we get everything done.
All right, that's great. So can you tell me what kind of hours do you typically work in at your job?
We work from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m., but if the project is getting tough, we might stay for overtime.
Wow, that's incredible. So is there any single technical skill or ability that is your best asset?
My best ability will have to be the ability to improvise right there on the spot.
All right, that's good. So how do you feel about your workload? Does it ever get overwhelming sometimes?
Not yet. We take things time after time. Thanks to my team, we always find a way how to manage through. That's the reason that I like to work in a team.
Wow, I'm intrigued. Can you solve problems with your hands as well as your head? Explain.
It's one thing to tackle engineering problems in a thinking manner, but often you've literally got to get your hands dirty to make something work the way it's supposed to. You cannot just sit around or just plan things and just wait for the team to do it. You guys all at once, we all have to work as one because there's no I in team.
Respect that answer. But do you truly understand clients and customers and teamwork?
There's a difference between the fantasy of engineering as a form of individual expressions and the reality of engineering as a business. When you're in school, you're designing to please yourself. You get to build a robot, but in a manufacturing or product development settings, you're dealing with the build me a toolbox that looks like this and can sing the national anthem. So expect to be questioned about how you've dealt with client customer concerns and personalities in the past. And be sure you're also ready to explain how you've calibrated with diverse colleagues to meet the sometimes demanding expectations of clients and customers. We want people who bring value to the group, not only with their technical skills, but also their creativity and their personality, because your ideas aren't the only ideas.
Well, you blew me away with that answer. But do you have any major weaknesses?
Be positive. Take any strength that you have worked to improve over time to demonstrate your ability to overcome obstacles. For example, you might say, for most of my life, I have been forgetful. So I have developed a system over time that stops me from forgetting. I've worked the system to the point where in my last position, I was able to hit all my deadlines and received a bonus based on that performance.
All right, I like it. So that being said, is salary something important to you?
No, but however, it is still important to know what the current salary range is for the profession. Find salary surveys at the library or on the internet and check the classifieds to see what comparable jobs in your area are paying. This information can help you negotiate compensations once the employer makes an offer.
That's great. So do you have any inspirational words to somebody who would go for an interview?
Use this as a chance to summarize your good characteristics and attributes and how they may be used to benefit the organization. Convince the interviewer that you understand the job requirements and that you can succeed.
Well, that's all my questions, and thank you for your time, Jose Suarez. It's been a pleasure, and it opened my eyes about engineering. Thank you.
It was a pleasure. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the engineering. And remember, we can gain motivation from many different places. So keep moving forward.
All right, Jose Suarez, thanks again. I really appreciate it, and God bless you. Production.
Pero no fue culpa mía.